Most people consider Henry Ford to be the father of modern mass production. Ford did apply the assembly line process to the production of his automobiles. However, mass manufacturing principles began in the 19th century in Great Britain. Modern Ford plants still apply these principles, although automation and computerization have made this process more efficient and cost-effective. Whether it's heavy or light industry, all manufacturers must apply innovative production principles in order to remain competitive in today's world marketplace. To study the mass production process in today's world, we're going to tour R.R. Donnelley & Sons, the world's largest book manufacturer. We'll visit their plant in Willard, Ohio. We will study the 3 basic steps to the production process: inputting, transforming, and outputting. The organizational structure and the physical layout of a plant are essential to the efficiency of the production process. To ensure a logical production flow, it is critical to establish a functional production line. A standard production process begins with input. In book manufacturing, this includes machinery and people, and material resources such as ink and paper. In transformation, material resources are laid out, then printed, gathered, and bound. The output process consists of a completed textbook sent out to the customer. In the early 50s, Gaylord Donnelley began looking for a new plant site. His first concern was location. His search led him to a rural setting in north-central Ohio. The Baltimore-Ohio Railroad ran through the north-central farming region of Ohio. He found that the town of Willard, located here, had a central location which provided access to 3 main business centers: Columbus, 70 miles to the south; Cleveland, 70 miles to the northeast; and Toledo, 70 miles to the northwest.
Back in 1956, when the Willard plant was constructed, we did not have the interstate system to receive raw materials or to ship finished goods. We were located on the east-west corridor for the railroad system. Also, we had 4 things going for us when we built the plant. The first is an abundance of land. Secondly, we had an excellent location in north-central Ohio. The third benefit was an abundance of labor and people with a good work ethic. And finally, we had a lot of luck going for us in those days.
Today, this multi-million-dollar book manufacturing corporation employs over 1,400 people. The manufacturing plant occupies over 1 million square feet, and the facility handles some of the largest book manufacturing runs in the world.
R.R. Donnelley & Sons Company is the world's largest printing company. The plant here in Willard, Ohio is one of the largest printing companies in the world, specializing in hardcover, softcover, and software documentation products. Our goal here in Willard is to deliver a superior quality product on time to our customers.
R.R. Donnelley & Sons has a simple corporate and people philosophy, a quality commitment to its customers, and the belief that if you give people the chance to do their best, they will.
If all we did was put ink on paper, we'd be out of business, because anybody can do that. Manufacturing books is a service industry, plain and simple.
And to us, service means 4 things: top quality, a job done on time and on budget, and finally done right the first time.
Donnelley's dedication to quality is supported through the development of in-house employee involvement groups known as I-teams, whose primary goal is to ensure quality in every area of production. To further ensure quality service, every account is assigned a customer service representative who keeps the customer informed of each step of the manufacturing process and makes sure the customer receives a quality product on time.
We're really just a big job shop, and every job is different. We deal with hundreds of different types of paper stock from about 25 different mills.
Normally, mills need about 2 months lead time, depending on the type of paper stock, so it's important to plan ahead. Every year, Donnelly receives about 200 million pounds of paper, ink, and other supplies at their docks. These supplies arrive by rail or truck and are stored next to the presses for convenience. Productivity concepts like just-in-time inventory are nearly impossible to implement at Donnelly. In fact, ink is the only standard inventory item carried at the plant. Once the materials have been received, the production process begins. Here in the plate-making room, computerized machinery makes the plates used on the printing presses. The yellow lights in this room reduce the risk of overexposing light-sensitive materials. Because of this technical innovation, book manufacturing plates can now be made faster and more accurately compared to the original manual process of placing each page in its proper location. Following Donnelly guidelines, the plates are then checked or proved.
Here in the proofing area, we employ the highest tech of all, human tech. No computer can make the kinds of judgments these readers make in cleaning and proofing plates.
The next step in the production process is the press room. Donnelly has large web presses, smaller automated web presses, and sheet-fed presses. Management determines which press will be used by the size of the job. This press prints on sheets of paper rather than large rolls, making it very cost-effective for small printing runs.
Our fixed costs on each of these presses is thousands of dollars a day, whether they're operating or idle. So everything must be scheduled like clockwork to keep them operating. We are currently running 3 shifts daily.
Computerization plays a large role in the press operations. This scanner helps the pressman achieve a higher printing quality by maintaining accurate color registration. The large web presses run paper through continuously at about 1,500 feet per minute and still maintain perfect 4-color registration. As one paper roll runs out, another is glued to it. The old paper roll is cut. The press only stops for make-readies, when pressmen change the plates. The printed pages now go through gas dryers into chill drums filled with water, which are designed to cool and dry the freshly printed paper. The paper is then cut and folded into sections called signatures. The signatures have been folded into the proper page sequence, and they are then sent to the bindery area, the next step in the production process. It is here that individual signatures are gathered and collated into book blocks, arranged in the proper page order. During this stage, the compressed pages are prepared for gluing. The pages are then transported over a low flame to burn off excess scrap paper. After the glue has been applied, the pages are now ready for the hard cover process. The hard covers are produced as a separate production step. The back and front cover of the book is pre-printed on a single sheet of paper and then glued to a cardboard backing. It is folded to fit, and a pressure fold is put in the middle of the cardboard to form a protective spine for the pages. During the hard covering process, casing-in equipment wraps the hard cover around the book body, which is pre-glued on the front, back, and spine. The new books are then stacked and placed on pallets. In order for the books to have come this far in the production process, they have passed numerous quality inspections. At Donnelly, close is not good enough. Any one member of the quality control team can shut down the line the moment they detect an inconsistency.
That's an expensive decision, of course, but our long-term profitability depends on us keeping not only our productivity high, but also our quality.
Only after the quality standards are met are the books carefully put in cartons or packaged on pallets to be shipped to the customer. The last stage in the process is either warehousing or shipping the books. Some may be stored temporarily, anywhere from a few days to up to 6 months, but the majority are shipped directly out to the publishers' distribution centers. With today's complexities, manufacturers must deal with a wide variety of internal and external factors. Some of these include functional plant layout and design, advances in technology, inventory control and productivity, employer-employee relationships, a greater awareness of quality control. U.S. manufacturing's successes or failures related to these important issues in the production process will determine the United States' position in the international marketplace.